Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome back to another episode of Avant 3 here on the FTOG server. Now, over the last couple of weeks, I have for some reason turned into a cobble hater. Not really me, but everybody always makes me out, be careful that you don't build out of cobble and so on. And I was talking with Toddy the other day, and like, what happened? You know, everybody knows I'm not a big fan of cobble, you know, for permanent structures. Because I think it's too lazy. There is use for cobble, okay? When you build medieval and you have a lot of stone brick and so on, it's really good to use cobble as texture alternation, right? So it looks like you have broken pieces in your wall and so on. So, but I think for permanent structures, cobble is not the way to go, okay? It's lazy. And look at spawn. Here's my little shop, and we got Grok's beautiful mob farm over here. I love this tower. I'm gonna have to have a chat here with TDC because he doesn't even have a roof, and that is against the Homeowners Association rules and regulations as well. I'll go over those in a minute. We have Mistaken's beautiful spawn house over here that she rebuilt. It was actually her second version, and she's making it all out of Botania because she's big into this. We got Non-Sanity's crazy contraption over here. And of course we have Nemson's warehouse, his warehouse. Now this right here, we're gonna have to have a chat also. The floor I'm okay with. I think cobble is okay as a floor because, well, it's okay in my opinion. And then of course now the newest building we have over here, I'm trying not to look to the right too far, is Toddy This Body's awesome weather station, right? But then we have this thing here. I mean, come on. We got this down here, right? This is, what is it called? Grok's block and bad pixel art. Yeah, that's for sure. And number one, the pixel art is off center. So that's already horrible, right? By the way, if anybody wonders, I changed this out here for Prismarine. He had his face with all stained clay. And he sells a lot of stuff here. But I decided today, I've had it. He's gonna have to comply to the rules and regulations, so I left him this little book right here. And TNT, that's actually not real painted stone slabs, because, you know, I would hate for somebody to somehow trip TNT and then all these blocks blow up. But I think he was gonna get the point, and I left him this message here. Final warning. Your shop is against the FTOG Spawn Homeowners Association rules and regulations. In Section 1, Paragraph 2... of the rules and regulations, it clearly states that you're permitted to use any form. Wait, that's not right. It's not supposed to be. No! I gotta write this again. I write this again in a minute, guys. It's supposed to, you're not permitted to use any form of cobble, even chiseled, for buildings. As your shop has been part of Spawn for over 2 weeks now, it is considered permanent. And you have ignored all other warnings so far. You have 3 days to comply or the structure will be forcefully removed. You guys want me to be the bad cobble guy of the server? I'm going to turn into it, okay? So I'm going to write this book again in a second. And I think I'm also going to leave Nemson over here a little something for this monstrosity here. Very vanilla. Oh yeah, he's got that XP farm down there. But still, I think he could come up with a little nicer entrance here, right? And then I'm gonna also leave TDC something over here. I love TDC's entrance here. I think it's really cozy, his hobbit hole, right? But he's got no roof. What is this? You got creepers walking in here. See? We got pig. Uh-huh. Nah, this can't be. Anyways, guys, let me go ahead and rewrite this book, and then we'll get started with today's episode. So I've been preparing a bunch of stuff here for a project I want to get done, and I just noticed this graffiti here on my wall. And I'm guessing this is linked to Killer. So it looks really cool. I don't know if that is his new logo or something. I'm gonna have to check his channel. But I'm pretty sure that LK, the only one I know, is linked to Killer, and also it is on. It is powered. It's got to be him. So, as cool as the logo looks, yeah, no. Thank you, Link. Thank you for the free display. I really wanted it, the free screen. I'm gonna check out a space here very soon. I'm gonna, probably next episode, guys, I want to do a server tour. Let me know down in the comments if you are interested in it. I want to go to all the people's different bases and show you all the cool things that everybody's been working on. And then we're also, of course, stop by Link to Killers, which I'm really excited about showing you guys. So look forward to that. But there's a thing that's been bugging me for the longest time, guys. We're going to have a short break of Evilcraft here. Because if you watch the first 2 live streams when this series started this season, I stumbled across this here, an ancient scroll from Terraqueous, very early on. And it's been in the back of my head ever since. You guys remember this here? It shows us some structure. I'm guessing this is a multi-block structure, okay? It shows us here the 4 different corners, and I did not know what these blocks were for the longest time, but I now finally figured out what they are. And also, this one in the middle here. You know, you can tell here. This is the Terraqueous green block, and this is the orange block. I'll show you guys in a second. Then this here, I'm pretty sure is gold. Then this is glass. There's also a little bit of ice. And then this here is chiseled quartz blocks and regular quartz blocks, right? But this right here, and I'm going to overlay a screenshot real quick where I zoom into this. I wasn't sure what this is. It didn't really look like obsidian, right? But it could have been like burnt quartz. But then I noticed down here this gray thing. But anyway, here's the zoomed in picture. And I'm pretty sure that that is this thing right here. Oh, let me get Terraqueous. Right here, this cloud craft furnace. That looks exactly like it with those 2 little windows in the front. So why don't we make that first? So we have it ready. Put that in the middle and then surround it again. And yeah, but what? Not how you make it? Storm cloud? Cloud furnace? Storm cloud. What? Oh. That's 2 cloud furnaces. Okay, so I gotta make another one. I had it there. Why did I take it out? Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to the house real quick. And pick up 7 more of these storm clouds. Did you just break from the clouds up in the sky, guys? Right here. So I'm gonna need 7 more. Go ahead and make that. And I think I have all the other stuff. That what? There we go. You can so hard to tell. There it is. Cloud Craft Furnace. Alright, check it out. This is a burnium block and an endymium block. Alright? The burnium block comes from the burnium ore here. That you find in the nether. Don't step on it. It hurts. Right here, this stuff. And when you break it, you get the burnium, or when you silk touch it, you can put it in a crusher and you get burnium. And this is from the end, the endymium ore. And you can also, when you are in the end, I did not see any in the nether. You can get these crystals directly. This stuff here, I'll show you. This right here, endymium. Okay, that just sits on top. It's like a crystal, kind of similar to the resonating crystals from Deep Resonance, right? And then you combine these, just like that, into these blocks. And also, this stuff here that you get from the crushing, you just gotta put it in a furnace and you get that. And the same for the burnium. If you put the burnium in here, you get the burnium crystals, and then you also combine those. And I think we need 17 and 20 of those. So, why don't we go down there and see what this does, guys? Usually, when I don't know what something is, okay, usually I go into single player and do it. But this time I said I don't. I want to show it on camera, first time doing it. And also, if this doesn't do anything, guys, I'm going to leave it in the episode. Alright, let me pull up my screenshot here on the other screen. So I don't need to open this all the time. And let's go ahead and set this up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in between. And we're just going to set this up here real quick. And then see what it does. I'm hoping that some kind of a multi-block will form. Because it says in the thing here that the last block is that Cloud Craft Furnace you're supposed to place, right? So I'm hoping that that will work. And now we need... Oh. When I do that, now I gotta change it over. And this texture, and then just place it against this. I'm very excited, actually. I told you that I've been thinking about this since we got this scroll. I really wanted to know what this is, and I haven't seen anybody else play with it yet, so I'm like, you know what? We're gonna do this today. I want to see what this is about. Oh, I'm thinking, I'm like, didn't I need one more in the middle? But it's this one I need in the middle, right there. Okay. And then I think it is like this. Out here, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just like that. The screenshot, oh shit, the scroll here at least is, it does tell you, besides the thing in the middle. That's the only thing that I had a problem with. But the rest is very clearly described here, right? So I should not have a problem setting this up the way they said here. Alright, and then we need some ice, which I got from right out there. If you're wondering. Right there. That's where I got my ice from. You have it right outside. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Don't step on that either. Ow. So that there, and there. And then we need the gold. I cannot see any other yellow block that looks like this. To me, this is clearly gold. I hope you guys agree, in case I'm doing it wrong. So now we got everything here. And now it looks like this needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 tall of this chisel quartz, which you make with quartz slabs, in case you don't know, but I'm sure you guys know. And also know how to look it up in GI. Go. Not even gonna cut. I want to do this whole thing with you guys. And then 20 more for the last corner. Such a beautiful block. I don't use it enough. It would actually probably go really well with the prismarine. Alright, and then in the corners it looks like one layer, and then always on the outside corner. Like that. Alright, so let's see what do I have left. Just this thing. Let's get all this out of the way. Let's double check here if this looks like it. I got the glass. Ooh, I don't know what that means here. Lightning strike. It looks like a sad face, doesn't it? Or an angry face. Well, guys, let's see what happens. Ah, whoa! Wow, look at this. Holy... Oh, there's water down here now? Can I stand on this now? Okay, so it's safe now. This looks amazing. What is this? Stormforge. Are those... They could be villager faces, kinda. Don't you guys agree with the big nose? The red... Oh, I guess iron golems. Don't they have a face like this also, iron golems? I don't remember. Wow. I am blown away by this. This is amazing. What? I got my armor on? What's happening here? Oh! Okay. What? HP 536? This is an auto repair thingy. What? Oh, it even shows the symbol up here. The entity, the item. This is so cool. I really, really like this. Stormforge. Now my question is, guys. You think that if we have a thunder going on, that maybe something changes? Why don't we... Okay, I cannot put it on. Not sure what that is. Is that all it can do? Oh, is that why it has 6 slots on the left? Yes, so you can drop all your stuff in here. So, well, the blood chest is definitely a lot faster, but this is cool looking. Oh man, I wish that the ocean monument was not an even number wide. I would put this thing right up here in the middle. But I can't center this, which sucks. That looks awesome. Guys, let me take this out real quick. Because I do want to try if we can... Did you just put my boots in the offhand? What? I got my pants on my head! What? I'm sorry. I got my pants on my head. I had a hard morning, guys. I didn't look in the mirror. I do want to check out the storm cloud thingamajiggy though. Not the storm cloud. The storm forge, if it works better in a storm. So, how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna show you guys something really cool that Toddy put up at spawn, and that is the weather station. I'm gonna show it in more in detail. In my I'm raving. There we go. Let me go. Thank you. I'm gonna show them more details when I do the server tour next time. I think I decided I do want to make that server tour, but that's the weather station, and I already have a thing in here. Now this is random things together with EvilCraft. Never mind, calculator mod. Use the not EvilCraft, the calculator mod. Okay, and this automatically turns the weather nice whenever it is raining, thundering, night. We always have morning, and you guys see I have a block right here. And I want to show you guys how this works. So, right now, it's a green light is on here. That means the weather station, the automation is turned on. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay. Instant night, day. And then these things right here are chat detectors, which are really cool. I didn't know they existed until I watched Toddy's video on this. There's a clear... And you can type this word as the player that owns this block. So only Toddy can type this, okay? And then it will trigger a redstone signal, which triggers this weather controller that sets rain on. Because this is rain. That's just, you can name it whatever. You can name it gobbledygook and it will trigger. And I also set one up here called toggle, okay? So I can type toggle. And it took my command and did it, right? And I can type toggle again. You don't even see it in chat, by the way. That is this setting right here. If I have it on, it will show toggle in the chat that I wrote it. And this one suppresses these messages. So now my problem is there any more? Oh, I love you, Toddy. I'm going to set just one up real quick. Let's see here. Which one is the thunder? Instant night, day, clear, rain. I'm gonna say the last one, then thunder. That's the one I want. I do have a sign on me. Right there. Put this on so people know. Oops, sorry. Let me turn off my Discord so it's quiet, Thorgal, and then all I gotta do is add a redstone conduit right here so it triggers, and I'm gonna call this also thunder so it makes sense, and I don't want the chat message to be shown. So now what I can do is type thunder. You guys see it got triggered, and now when I go outside, it's thundering. Alright, instantly. And let me just check. Yeah, there it is. And now, of course, I can turn it off if I type toggle to turn on the automation. And just give me a second. It should turn off. Hello. How you doing, sir? Oh, let me use my new one that I got from. Woohoo! Non-sanity came up with this spell, and I just learned it from him. I am not sure why this doesn't kick in right now. This is supposed to trigger and make the weather nice and morning. I don't know, guys, why this doesn't work. But anyway, let me go back to... We wanted to actually see if this Stormforge is... This has worked a million times, guys, so I'm sure I messed this up, not Toddy. He showed me this many times, or maybe somebody else messed it up. Not me, but who knows. So let's go back here and let's test out this Stormforge. If it's any faster, I don't know. I mean, it says Stormforge, right? Oh yeah, look at this. Whoa! Sorry for yelling, everybody. I apologize. That scared me. Did I get my helmet back? Wow, okay. Wow, okay. This is awesome. I love this now. Now that I have control over the weather, which we're still gonna do ourselves also with Evilcraft. Oh, this is awesome. Check this out. I really want to know if there's anything else we can do with this. Like, do I have something on me to cook? Like any kind of... Oh, right here, chorus fruit. I think I can cook that. I want to see if we can put this in here also. Where is it? Yes! Why it gave me the idea is, guys, because it says it's a furnace that we used here, right? Alright, this is starting to hurt. This is awesome. I really like this, guys. I'm gonna need to Google this now, because now I know what this is called. A Stormforge. I didn't know what this was. The thing right here, right? I don't know what this means. And I could... Excuse me. I couldn't find any information on this. So I don't know if nobody has made this before or what's going on. But anyway, let me get this out of here. And I'm gonna go to spawn now and see if I can fix this weather to get it nice again. Actually... This is so cool. Nah, it doesn't seem to work. I think... I'm gonna have to check. But anyways, guys, I'll be right back, and then we are going to set something else up. I must have missed this one too. He left me another one right here. I'm gonna ask him to take this one and then put it somewhere over here next to the FTOG logo, and then I'm gonna see if I can get one from everybody on the server with their... So if you guys are watching this video, the peeps that playing on the server, if you guys can take a screen with your YouTube logo and put it around here one wide, and I'm gonna add my own also, and that way we can get all the peeps around the FTOG logo. I think that would be cool. Of course, it will always just work when that person is online. Okay, so like Link needs to be online for that to be powered, which he is. But that is also then kind of a cool indicator who is online or not. So, Link, I'm gonna let you move this over there. I'm not gonna put it... You do that. So, guys, I did not research anymore. I'm gonna do that between episodes, and I'm also wanna give you guys a chance. And check this out. The fire still has not turned off. So, apparently, once this fire is on, it just keeps going. Do I still have my armor? Yes, I do. Okay. But if you guys know of any other things we can do with this, please go down in the comments and let me know. I'm sure some of you might have played around with this. But the next thing I want to do is kind of get back into this area here. And that is, you guys know that when I have these zombies going now, I'm getting a lot of XP, and I need to stand down there and pick this up myself, okay? And I think it's a little bit of pain in the butt to do that, so I would like to make an auto XP collector. And I did say a couple episodes ago that I do not know of any way of using anything to collect XP. But actually, Link, the killer, told me to try out the Experience Solidifier. And I did try it in single player, and it does absorb XP on the ground, which is really cool. But in order to make that thing, we need this fancy stuff here. Empowered Diamantine Crystal Block. And that is something new that was added by actually additions here. LPEC added this a couple updates ago. A new mechanic that I want to play around with here and set up first. And where are we going to put this? I want to start putting stuff into here. Where are we going to put this? Let's see. Let's just put it over here for now, guys. I can always move it around. And it all starts with this Empowerer here. Okay? Now I actually don't know. Does only that need power? Or the display stand also? Let's check here real quick. Not recipe. Usage. Empower. Items that should be empowered. Right-click onto the Empowerer. And empowering items need to be placed on the display stands that are 2 blocks away, like seen in... To then activate the process, every display stand needs to be powered with a lot of RF. Okay, so the 4 on the outside need to be powered. Got it. So let's come out here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go here. So that would be then 1, 2. We put the Empower right there. And then 1, 2. There's gonna be one display stand here. 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. All right, so let's go ahead and hook up. And I made these better. It was time to make a stack of these anyway. The higher RF tick conduits from Ender.io, because I heard that this needs a lot of power, okay, to function. And I don't want to keep using the canola oil. Just so you guys know here, very soon we are going to switch to a different power source. And... You guys can probably guess it because we, always have daytime. Now, by the way, I fixed that over there. I'm gonna have to talk with Toddy about it. I think somebody, by mistake, right-clicked a repeater that was set to a higher tick than just 1. And that made the piston that was pushing the redstone block around fire too quickly. And when that happens, what that does is it then does not... Alright, you have the piston with the redstone block, and if you just give it like a super fast, just 1 tick, the piston extends and comes back, but without the redstone block. It disconnects, and that's what caused the problem, okay? And then this redstone trail that was running away from it, that triggers the part that makes it day and sunny, did not get triggered. So I needed to break the redstone trail 1 time, and then it works everything now again. So what I want to do here is, because apparently it needs so much power, I'm actually going to put a capacitor bank down here. One of the big ones that holds 10 million RF. And underneath that, for now, we're going to put the power cell. This is going to go somewhere else here very soon. So this is charging now very nicely. Cool. So I don't need to come back down here again. That should be it. Just so we have, a nice cushion down here. So when this goes, it can suck up dry these display stands here. I did see... when you hold down shift, they each hold 800,000 RF. Okay. That's quite a chunk. I don't know how much it's going to use. We'll see. All right. So that is the setup that it shows in the book, 2 blocks away. And then you need to put... your stuff that you want to empower in the middle, just like that. It looks really cool. I like it. And then one of these, what are they called again? Black quartz. Oh, there we go. Wow. It instantly kicked in. And now, I don't know. Apparently, this takes a long time. All right, my power for now can keep up. That is a cool trail. I like this. This looks really sweet. And then this is making us one of these empowered diamantine crystal blocks. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I'll wait it out. Alright, that's what it looks like when it's done. It just sits there, these 4 disappear, the trails stop, and there we go. Ooh, stack. Oh, they do stack. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this experience solidifier. I have not used this before, but it looks very straightforward. You guys also told me that I possibly could use the Killer Joe with 1 bucket of nutrient distillation, but I've had really bad experience if you guys watched my Galactic Science series with it, and I just couldn't get it to work. Now, I do not know how far this sucks or which way it needs to face and so on, so I'm just gonna put it down here, like that. Looks good. So, you guys see I have 77 levels. And what does this mean here? Just make a stack or all? What happens when I click on all? Is everything else just gonna pop out? Okay, it can... What? 1,994. Oh, so you take a stack out and then it uses the next. Ah, I see. Aha. Okay. I didn't know how this works. That's cool. And then I figured up here, I made a framed drawer with the undead planks. And I'm going to put this here. Shadow. What? Lighting update much? Or not much? Okay, and we'll put this in here. Okay, so it can hold 32 stacks like always. Yeah. And let's come down here. And it is here. That's the drawer, and that is this. Okay, so let's go ahead and run 2 conduits. Get up there. So is this set to insert? No. Insert, and this one extract always. Let's see if this works. It should start filling this up here. Yeah, it does. And down here, it probably just keeps this always full. That is really nifty, actually. I like this a lot. I'm guessing that if you take a stack out and put it in here, it puts it back in. Okay, cool. But now, of course, comes the test, guys, why we made all this, and that is to see if this actually... I know it sucked it up, but I want to know if this is close enough to suck it up. So, let's turn this on and give it a spin. And keep our eye on... I do see XP going over here. Let's see here real quick. I do see it going up every once in a while. It's hard to tell probably until this one is full. But why don't we come down here for a second and turn this one to not extract right now. And then we can watch this here. It sure looks like it's working, guys. This is awesome. This makes me very happy. Because this means now, if I ever need, this thing to fill, for example, this takes, it's 640 buckets. This takes a long time. And I don't want to stand there and have to babysit this. And also in the future, if we have other spawners in here for whatever I would like to, harvest or farm or whatever, I can just let this go. Because don't forget that down here, the item collection can never overflow. Because when this is full, don't forget, it's going to just void everything here. And... I'm gonna guess that the experience is unlimited. I really hope so. Not that there's a limit, and then I'm gonna have a huge spillage of XP sitting here. There we go. Let's go back up, and this should be keep filling. I love it, guys. I'm digging this. Link, you're awesome. Thank you very much for pointing this out to me. I'm glad it works, and I had to set up the actual edition thing anyway. So, guys, that's all I want to get done today. Not sure exactly. I think I would like to finish with Evil Craft next episode. We still have some baubles to make and also play with the weather. That environment, the controller that you see everywhere. So I'm probably going to... I even have something prepared over here for the longest time. This is part of the weather thing that I want to set up. And then we'll see where we go from there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm really happy that I figured this out. This was bugging me for the longest time, the scroll. And it is a beautiful, beautiful multi-block structure. This is really cool looking. It was a lot of work put in here. And like I said, if you guys know of any other things you can do with this, please let me know. And otherwise, I am going to do some research between episodes myself also. And see if I can find what else we can put in here besides repairing our armor and so on. And that's it for today, guys. Let me... Am I gonna take any more damage here? No? Let me go here. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. And bye-bye.